Episode 5. Ben wakes up from going bye-bye goodnight from the masculine chick, and oh boy, he's pissed. I just know it. A car pulls up in the wilderness, it's Rafe dragging a body, and another guy in his vehicle is alive. He's camping out, and he's fixing this guy's wounds up, and then he wakes him up with some good smelling salts. And homie now is just playing with him to find out why the mission went to shit. Baldy and Ben are after the bearings in Zurich because that masculine chick got it. Ben gets after her and she's not telling the truth. And she says this dumbass line,
"Just because I had my own assignment doesn't mean I betrayed the team."
What a crock of shit this is. Could you actually believe anything that comes out of this chick's mouth ever again? She shoots you in the back even though it's bulletproof. It still fucking hurts. I would never trust that chick. I'd be like, ain't no way it's gonna happen ever again. Turns out there's a tracking device in the case and she has to remove it. And now they got company and Ben makes homies go bye-bye, turn it off. For some reason they made Ben cool again in this. I just find it so odd yet again. But I'd like to see more of this Ben where he's just more focused and not thinking with his little head. They leave the room because they can't stay and boom, boom, boom. Now this is what I'm talking about. More action scenes like this in the opening sequences. It just makes it way more better. And it just really engages the audience right away. This is what I'm talking about. A little more better pacing, and we gotta stop with all this drama crap. Even though obviously these shows have a lot of drama, it's just you gotta make it flow a little bit better, you know? Give us some action and then we can slow it down. And then give us some action and then slow it down. And then I was actually really surprised that the masculine chick is helping him out. I'm like, damn, okay, I guess. Obviously she meant what she meant, but no way in hell would I ever trust her. Then we got Ben getting a beatdown. Then he makes the homie go bye-bye, turn it off. And this scene was just great. But again, just trusting this chick, I was like, Ben, you better not do that. That's all I was thinking this entire episode. Like, I swear to God, if you do it again, I don't know if I can like your character anymore. Too wishy-washy, all this bullshit. We don't need another simp. Then we got Ben who puts on the guy's uniform and he gives this other dude the old bye-bye, turn it off. This masculine chick wants to tell the truth all of a sudden and says she needed to find out who the shepherd was and that's why they did what they did. But they also don't know who hit the team at the convoy yet. And at least Ben ain't really simping around here and he made her walk first because he ain't simping around anymore. Or so I think. Now we're back with Rafe playing with this mocha dude and he's still not telling him the info he needs. He wants to know how this QRF, the Quick Reaction Force, knew about this convoy. Homie just wants to know the truth, but this mocha is like, I want to play more games. That's what this guy wanted to do. Ben and Betrayal Chick find a place to lay low and she wants to help Ben and he's like, nah. Then she says,
"If I wanted you dead, why shoot you in the plates?"
And I was like, bruh, there ain't no way. I don't care if you shot me in the plates or not. I wouldn't trust a damn word you gotta say. Once you break that trust, it's a no-go zone for me. You go bye-bye, turn it off somewhere else. Why would you expect someone to trust you all of a sudden if you didn't tell them the truth to begin with? She didn't have to do that. She could be like, hey yo, I gotta do this shit. Ben being the simp, he probably would have done it. That's the craziest part. It's how he actually would have went along with her plan. But she was too afraid to say it. And I'm like, bro, Ben is a simp. Then we got Rafe here out in the wilderness and he's just waiting it out. He's just acting like the best character he is. Ben attends to his wounds and those bruises from those gunshots are looking pretty rough. He asks this chick why the bearings are different and apparently that's why they wanted to go see who this shepherd was and to find out his identity or whatever, and that's why they want to take the bearings to Berlin. They gotta find out what are these? Are these even the real ones or not? And then it turns out she's loyal to a mission, not a team. I'd be like, nah bitch, I don't trust a goddamn word. I think at this point I was screaming at the TV in my mind to say, Ben, don't do it. Don't trust her. Don't be a simp. Don't do it. But then again, he does it anyway. This guy's gotta be the biggest dummy ever. Like, come on. It was at the point she touched him And it was like, yep, he's simping again. He just put his hand on hers and yep, game over, bro. You're so easily manipulated. All it takes is a woman to do it. And he's like, yep, well, she got them holes, I guess. All I could think to myself is this man is an absolute fool. I wouldn't even trust this guy. He's too loony and he's too big of a simp. For me personally, I'd be like, bye-bye, turn it off, girl. It was basically at this point, Ben got less cool. And I'm just thinking to myself, why do the writers keep writing this nonsense? Why is he so back and forth? Doesn't make sense. Are you gonna be a complete simp or are you not? This guy is only motivated by a goddamn vagina! Rafe is back giving his playmate a story and gives him more things to play with, such as a burning sensation, and he finds out he's German intelligence. And then he goes, bye-bye, turn it off! And then Rafe tries bringing him back, but nope. He ain't turning back on to give him more information about what the hell is going on. Tries to save him, but he can't do it. So now he's basically in limbo. He has no idea what the shit is going on. This Munich homie screws up his painting figure and he tells it to go bye-bye, turn it off. Tech chick is finding out if this is the shepherd dude or not, and she hacks his computer. Then she actually finds a camera and homie comes back and he slams her into the damn fridge. I think it was at that point she should have been knocked out, but it continues. They continue to fight even though this dude is way stronger than her. But then you got the writers and directors or producers or whoever the hell is behind this, and they're like, nah, she's an independent queen. She's got this. She then gets the blowtorch and his face catches fire and then he goes bye-bye, turn it off by a gun. And of course that happened. Sometimes I'm thinking, are these people just smoking crack or something? They couldn't have made this a little bit more realistic. Maybe the stunt coordinator or producer is to blame for that, but it just made no sense. They could just done something where she like scratched the crap out of his face or something like that. But no, they had to be like, yeah, we need a blowtorch and then she's gonna off him with this gun. Why not just make things easier? Why did we need the whole fight scene like this? It didn't make any sense. She would have been absolutely knocked the hell out. There's no way. She would have been in absolute pain. But again, they just like to do this shit over and over again. Then we got the masculine chick picking up Ben in this blue Mini Cooper, and it's like he trusts her again. You just never trust a simp. Never trust a simp. If they're simping, run away. Because you just know his bro Rafe would have been like, hell no, this ain't gonna fly. Then these bikers are looking for them and they place a bomb on top of the car and it goes boom! How they survived, I have no idea. And then the biker boys come around to make sure they went bye-bye, turn it off. But Ben is alive and he makes them go bye-bye, turn it off. And it was very satisfying. I love to see that. Ben finds out the masculine chick went bye-bye, turn it off, which is very surprising. I didn't see that one coming, but I'm glad they did it. In all honesty, they probably would have gone all bye-bye, turn it off, but we gotta keep Ben alive for this. So it makes sense she did. And you know what? It's okay. Now he's gonna simp less. And it's gonna be great. So now we're gonna get the true Ben. The one Ben we wanted. The entire show. I didn't actually mind this episode. It had an explosive start and you're trying to figure out what is actually going on while Rafe tries to figure out more information on his side. I think this one was a little more enjoyable and I do think he had better pacing than the previous episode. You know what? I'm still looking forward to seeing what happens next, and I do think Ben should just become that character. That like masculine ass dude. That's what I want to see. Not this simpy wishy-washy crap. Nobody wants that. We want focus. Think with the big head, not with the little head. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts. Are you enjoying this show or not? Or do you even give a shit about it? You see Ben walking here? I need you to do everything in your power to watch more of these fun videos here.